Hey, hold on. I'm trying to open something. So give me 1 second. Okay, hold on. All right, give me a second. There it is. I got it. All right. Okay, I found it. What I needed. Let me go to it. Let's see if it's working. Okay, share. Paste. All right, maybe it'll work. I'm trying to stream it to you. All right. Can you guys see this presentation?
Yeah.
All right, so some of you guys, oh, we got to record. Hold on. Record. They've changed everything on Zoom. Record. Here it is. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do this. So y'all can see the presentation. Perfect. Okay, so we're just going to jump in real quick because we have a lot to cover tonight. And then I'm going to talk about the rest. But some of you guys, if you were on, or if you were at SFR, I might ask you to share some things. We're recording this so you guys can send it out to your team whenever it processes. But anyway, so SFR was just amazing. I know we talked about it just briefly whenever we first got back, but we put together a little presentation to go through everything that's coming. And if you guys need to take any pictures of it, but I can give you the presentation if you need any of the pictures, or like I said, you'll have the link. So the first thing is Heidi Norval came back, and some of you guys joined before you knew who they were. They left in 21. And when they came back, I would say that they brought back the Cincy spirit that I think Cincy has kind of been missing a little bit. Dan's done an amazing job and home office has done a great job. But when you bring back, mom and daddy of SFR, I think everybody kind of like really tilts their ears and listens a little bit more. So that was just wonderful, them coming back. you guys know that the Minions and Lord of the Rings came out, and the real important thing for you guys to know about the Lord of the Rings is that you need to purchase three things from that collection. So that means you can purchase three bars, but it has to be three things that would give you the incentive for July. Um, for August coming up, which we'll talk about it in a minute, but August is going to be a season's kit, a season sales kit that you're going to have to get in order to get the incentive. If you want to stay on track with the 12-month incentive, these are the things. So you don't have to buy the Lord of the Rings warmer, but I would get three bars. You can make samples out of them. You can sell them. You can do whatever you want to with them. It smells really good. I got to smell it, and some of you guys got to smell it. It smells really good. So that would be how you qualify for the LTO, the secret LTO. And then, of course, Minions came out. You guys saw that. We have a new partnership with the Illumination of Minions. So there's going to be a lot of fun things that are going to come from that. We also have the Gordy Goodness 5-bar wax collection coming out. It is going to be available on August 12th, but consultant early access is available right now if you guys want to go in there and get it. And it's called Gordy Goodness 5-bar wax collection. And it smells really nice. It has like a pumpkin roll note to each one of those. So it's going to be a really good fall one for your customers where you can make samples and you can send them out. And these are some that you can encourage them to add to their monthly club. I have a lot of people, I don't know about you guys, but every July I start getting people wanting fall scents every single July. And I'm like, okay, they're coming out September 1st. So this is a great one to go ahead and get them introduced to some of those good fall scents. Okay. The next thing is Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is coming out and it is going to be available on August 19th. And the Beetlejuice collection is going to come out with the movie. So the movie has been like a really big deal that we are partners with Warner Brothers and is it Universal? I forget who's putting it out. But since we're partners with them, we get this warmer and the bar as well. And it's going to be available August 19th. So that would be something fun that you can let your people know who are collectible people, people who love to be able to look for Halloween stuff. It'd be a good one for Halloween. Okay. The next one is the football helmets. And some of you guys have been messaging me about this one. My daughter is calling me. Give me 1 second. Okay. You can order. She wants to make spaghetti. All right. Look. See. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. She's wanting to do dinner. So the new helmet collection is going to be in 10 new teams that you can see this. And then the return of the full-size NFL warmers and new goal line bar available August 27th. So it's going to be 10 helmet warmers and then the return of the full-size NFL warmers. And
Which will be all of them,
yes,
all
well,
the teams.
yes, he said all the teams, but only 10 of them.
Right. The top 10 sellers, I think, were the ones that they did in the helmet. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
have
looks
some
like
unpacked
it's the
samples.
Cowboys, the Bengals, the Packers. This is really testing me because I don't know football. I can't tell what that Rams, maybe? I don't know. The Steelers, Raiders, San Francisco Giants. Is that
Mhm.
right? The Chiefs, of course. Chicago Bears. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay. And Philadelphia Eagles. I got them right. So they're the ones that are in the helmets that you can go ahead and start getting orders for August 27th.
We have a price on them yet?
No, I have not seen the price on them, but I want to think that they were like $45. Is that right? Who's on here who's gotten them before? I want to think they were about
He said
$45.
that's what the football ones were, but I wasn't sure about the helmets. So
Okay. I don't know. Those might be. 50 or 55, but I don't know if they're going to be the same price or not. I want to think that we had I might be crazy, but I thought, no, we had a baseball hat. We had a baseball hat. That's what we had.
Yeah, but you did have the college football helmets. It was
Yeah, but I
colleges.
was trying to think of the ones that we
That
had
was
to
before
buy.
my time, but I didn't know.
Do we
Yeah,
know
and I
how,
want to think they were anywhere between 45 and 55. I don't remember them being super expensive.
Okay.
do we know how much the Beetlejuice one was gonna be?
I want to think that one was like, what was that
It's
like
probably,
70?
I
But
want to say it's 70 or 80. Yeah.
yeah, I want to
Okay,
think it's like 70, but I'm not sure.
okay.
They'll tell us all in the news tab, so you'll be able to keep your eyes peeled on the news tab because I
I
don't
have
want
someone that already wants that.
to. Sure. Do what?
I have somebody that already wants that, so.
Okay, yeah, it's good to get pre-orders for these. I mean,
Well,
and
I
we're
have
gonna
a
keep.
ton of football, but we're close to between the Colts and the Bengals, and so they're mad that the Colts is not coming out in the helmet.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping they're coming back in the football so I can at least get them something.
yeah, that's true. Our charitable cause warmer is going to be available September 1st, and it's called Weaving Strands of Hope. As you guys can see it, it's really pretty, and it's going to be the new charitable warmer. That's going to be in our new catalog. These are going to be some of our new fall and winter full-size warmers. The furry friends, I've already got a lot of orders for those. The Constellation is the one that if you went to SFR, we got it in a giveaway. The Deep Roots is really pretty when it's lit up. The Golden Grain is really pretty when it's lit up. The Farmhouse Pig, I've already had people like comment on that one from SFR. They thought it was adorable. And of course, the Our Story one. And I used the picture with the Our Home, Our Life, Our Story in a join promotion that I was doing about putting Scentsy in your home, in your life, and making it part of your story. And I got like 2 people that commented on that. So I think that they definitely want that warmer. Um, then of course we have some mini warmers that are coming out that are new. We have the Angel Wings because it's been so popular. We have the Sunflower, and then we have the Rodeo, which is going to be a big hit. And it looks just like the big one that we had for the Rodeo before, but it's going to be mini and nightlight size. And make sure that people know about the base that you can buy for nightlights in order to turn them into tabletop warmers. So many people have been like, well, I really want a nightlight, but I don't have room for it. But I really like the size of it. And then I told them about the base and they didn't know. So that is something that you could do as a tip for like a Tip Tuesday on your Facebook post or in your VIP groups, because so many people do not know that you can turn those really small ones into tabletop, and they're really nice size. Okay. Then we have the new Scentsy Air, new tabletop fan, and the Scentsy Go. So the Scentsy Air, we were able to go into a room, and it's so funny because they had one room set up with 4 of these fans, and I fell in love with all the scents and found out I was in the wrong region. They smelled so good. I want those scents so bad. But then we went into the US and the region 1, and it was all fall. And so I was like, I should have known that that was not our catalog, but it really works well. They had it in a very large room, and that whole room smelled. It's supposed to go up to 1,000 square feet. It's going to have your color changing like the diffuser. You're going to have the time that you can actually set it, and you can see on here the buttons look just like our diffusers. And you're going to put 4 pods in it, okay? So they're going to be $115. I know they're kind of like a Halo product, but people who love the diffusers, this would be a great thing for you to be able to say, hey, I know you love your diffuser, but this is really good too, and it does 1,000 square feet. I've already had people interested in it just because they can put it in their great room and it would really smell up that room. Also, pods have been super popular because of the fact that they just don't go away in scent like our wax does. It will stay consistent until it finally runs out. And I've had a lot of people interested in the pods. And now that I have this, I think that they're going to love that too. The Dandelion Days is going to be our new tabletop fan that goes along with the pink one that we have, the blue one that we have, and the speckled one that we have. And then we have a new sleek look to the Black Scentsy Go. We have a black Scentsy Go. It's a new sleek look. So they got rid of the white one that changes all the colors. They still have the Scentsy Go solid, but we now have a black Scentsy Go and a great price point. And then one of the things that's really important for you guys to know, if you go in and you try and order scent circles, and I know people are going to message me on September 1st and be like, I don't know where the scent circles are.
Let it warm up.
Do what? Oh, I thought you said something. 3-pack scent circles are now going to be available
I
instead.
have a question, Shannon. Those 3-pack scent circles, are they individually packaged inside of that one pack?
What Chuck said was that they were going to be individually packaged to where you can cut them and you can use them as gifts still. That's what
Awesome.
he was talking about. Yes.
What do you
I
mean by
haven't
cut
seen
them?
it yet.
I was using my Scentsy Go Black, the new one we got at work, and I put batteries in it to show everybody, but I was plugging it in when I had it going at work, so it wouldn't use the batteries, and it drained the batteries this week. So take your batteries out if you have it plugged in. Because I didn't think it would use the battery power when I had it plugged in, but evidently it did.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. That's really good to know.
I don't know if
Correct.
they've tried it.
Correct me if
What do
I'm
you mean
wrong
by,
on the
like,
scent
cutting the
circles.
circles?
Mm-hmm.
On the scent circles, there will only be one paperwork, and that's the cardboard that they're attached to. And then the 3 scent circles will be individually wrapped, but they will not have paperwork with them.
That's what I've been told. And you can cut them if you wanted to, but of course, the top of it, if they had Scentsy 3-pack across from it, it would definitely cut the letters. So you might just want to put your sticker or something up there. But he said that you would be able to cut them to give them individually. That's what he told us. But I have not seen the new packaging yet. We'll probably see it next week. Well, I won't see
Like
it.
cut them in half? Or what?
Not
I'm
cut
not.
them in half. If you have 3 scent circles on one cardboard and they're individually in little clear packaging, that you would be able to cut it to where it would still stay as one. That is what he told us at Summit, but I have not seen the packaging yet.
But I'm
Yeah.
thinking they're stacked like this: 1, 2, 3, or one and then underneath each other. So you
Like the
almost like
trees
you
when
could
you
peel
buy the
it off.
trees. Like when you buy the trees at the dollar store, they're like
Oh, like the
packaged.
perforation kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you can
Okay.
you can always, if you're going to gift them, you can always make copies of the information on it
That's
or
true.
print up a label.
Now, if they are going to be stacked like this, like the trees, that's great. Whenever we were at Summit in April, they were talking about being able to cut them. So maybe they listened to us and they actually made it to where you can just pull them off.
That's
But
what I was thinking I saw, but we
I
saw
didn't
so
see them.
much.
Did you guys see them? I didn't see them.
They didn't have them that I seen anywhere.
Okay.
I thought they showed a picture of them
They
whenever
just
they were
showed a
talking
picture
about
that
them.
looks like that.
Yeah,
is
that's
what
the
I
picture
seen.
that we grabbed.
Hmm
That's the picture that they use. So
I just think they would want the cardboard to go with them because if you don't, it's not really going to have the scent on it. It's not going to, I mean, it does on the circle itself, but you would think that they would want that cardboard, because they're like, don't cover it up. And
well, the most important thing to know about a scent circle is that you cannot lay it on anything. It will eat.
right, I know. So you would think they'd want those instructions to go with each one of them, but
Maybe they put it in the back of the plastic.
they could
I
have.
mean, I don't know, but I think that would be important, especially
Yeah.
since so many people make that mistake and put it in the dashboard.
Yeah.
So, but I just took the picture that they had, and but I have not seen it yet. I wish I knew, but I don't know yet. Okay, moving on. With new fall winter body clean and laundry products, you can see that we're getting different scents in those. And the pink coconut came back. It's really nice. I don't know if you guys remember that one, but I love pink coconut. The bathroom cleaner is in the ocean. I can't remember what it's called. What is it? Ocean air? I can't see it. I think it's ocean air.
Cleaner was the ocean and coconut or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Ocean
the
air and coconut.
coconut air. Yeah.
And then
That's
the
really good. I had that one in my club, so that must have
then the
come
laundry is like Arctic air or
Frosty air.
something. Frosty air. Okay.
Yeah. And did you guys get to smell any of those at SFR? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to smell them, but I heard they were amazing. And then the ones that are coming out in the wipes is Johnny Appleseed. So the swipes are gonna have Johnny Appleseed.
Are there
That
more
I'm
than
excited
one
about that.
scent? Sorry. I was just gonna ask, is there more than one scent for the dryer discs? Like, or for the dryer sheets, or is there just one that they released that they're gonna have
I think they're
for
doing
part of
one
the
at a
contract?
time. So they have Luna. Luna's coming out in the
Not
dryer.
keeping clothesline.
I don't know if they are or not, but
Okay.
it's not available right now anyway, right? So
I think that's the two they are gonna have is Clothesline and Luna. I think it's just gonna be 2 cents.
Is it
I was
on our
looking at the
sheets?
catalog and I
They
did
will have the dryer sheets in Clothesline and Luna.
okay. So
They're in the catalog.
they're gonna keep
And squeeze of the day and Johnny Appleseed for the wipes.
yeah, I'm looking at the catalog right now
Let me find the wipes.
and seeing I see the swipes and they're in Squeeze the Day. And they have since you swipe Squeeze the Day and Johnny Appleseed. Yeah. So and then the laundry, the dryer sheets are Clothesline and Luna. So yeah, it is in the catalog. They did make them a catalog thing. Remember how they did at LTO to see how they would go? And then they were talking about bringing them back. So I guess they brought them back.
Do you
I,
think they're gonna like keep them into the spring, or do we not know that yet?
I don't, it all depends on the feedback from our customers because
Okay.
I thought that everybody thought that the clothesline were so strong, but then whenever they were using them in the dryer, they didn't work as well. So I think they took them away and then they reformulated them and they brought them back again. And I
They're
never
still
used
strong though. Whew, they were strong.
Yeah.
Mine have already lost their fragrance.
Oh, really?
That's
I've got
weird because it's like when you get them in the box, like I had a box I took to work and the girl had went on vacation. I ended up triple bagging it in Ziploc bags and it was still making everything smell like clothesline. I was like, oh my gosh.
They
They're
were
so
really,
strong.
really strong. And
Yeah,
I've got a box right now in my laundry room and I'll use them from time to time, but
and
you
they're
can't
gone.
smell them. Or
I
I
will tell you
can't.
something funny. Caden got a car, a used car, and it smelled so bad. Oh my gosh, it just smelled so bad. And we tried everything. We tried scent circles, we tried car bars, we tried a fan. I mean, nothing would get rid of that like chocolate scent that was in there. It was like those air fresheners that had like chocolate and something else. It was awful. Well, when my clothesline dryer disc came in, I left the box of like 5 of them in his car.
Oh
And
gosh.
and that took away that scent, and you can still get in his car, and it smells like clothesline. So
Maybe that's
he
what I
loves
need to
it.
do in
He
my
keeps
little
it
car.
underneath his seat. Do what?
Maybe that's what I need to put in the little car that I just bought.
It worked. It worked. It was so strong though. I couldn't believe it, but it was the one thing that worked that I wasn't planning. I just left the box in there. But anyway, okay. Then of course we have our new Scentsy buddy. How do you say that? Ocelot? Ocelot?
Oxalot.
Okay.
A lot, I
Um,
think.
A lot. Yeah.
It's like a water creature, isn't it? Like a lizard?
It's from Mexico. The oxalata or oxalot. I don't remember. It's pronounced a little bit differently down there, but it's a little
Yeah,
creature
there's
they
like
have
a
down there.
yeah, there's like a he has like all these things that he can do and camouflage and all kinds of things. So I think I don't remember the whole story behind him, but you could look it up. But they voted for him to come, so everybody liked him. And then they're bringing back the blankies, and a lot of people have been asking about those, so I'm glad they brought them back. And Bria
Yeah.
the bunny and a blankie, and the Lenny the lamb. So I think they're going to be really good hits. I
I
sold a
have
lot of
to
mine.
do, so I can't wait to grab one of those little blankies and get it for her. Like, I'm so excited when I see those.
Yeah, I love them. I think they're cute.
I
Okay.
love the blankie buddies.
I did too. I hated when they took them away because we can use those for Ronald McDonald House too for the fundraiser because they asked me a couple of times, y'all still have those blankets? And I'm like, no, but I let them know that
What's the price point on them, or what were they before? Do you
before
remember?
they
That was
were they 20, Marcy? Were they 20 or 25? What were they?
They were probably, I don't know, Shannon, because that was before all the major price changes.
Yeah.
Changes.
I want to think they were 20, but it was like what, 4 years ago? I don't even know. No, it
That
might
or
have-
longer.
did they
They're
have
now
them, Casey, when you came in?
they had a couple of them in a flash sale when I first started, and I'll be in 4 years this year. So I want to say they maybe 5 years ago you guys had them
Yeah, it's about right. Then 6 years ago was probably
because
whenever.
I was able to find a couple of them for customers that asked because I did not know even what they were when I first started in November, and I had people ask for them, and I had to find them on the In Search of.
Yeah, I think they'll be a big hit,
They are.
especially the linear lambs.
They're 25, so they were probably 20.
Yeah, I'm thinking they were 20 back then. Okay. Then we have our new winter scents that everyone got whenever we were there. And when you guys get your transition scent
Oh,
testers,
I've been taking in my testers just from SFR, and everybody is dying over that gingerbread and praline. They think it smells like breakfast in bed. So
I
my
can
customers love that scent. So
I see that. Now, they had a pod of something gingerbread at SFR, and that was super, super strong. And then they had a clove one that was super strong in one of those Scentsy Airs. So I don't know if it's the same one though that's in here. But anyway, but these are some really good scents. So what I usually do is I buy the season sales kit of the bars, and then I make individual testers of each one of them to be able to give to my customers. And they love it because most of them know what the scents smell like. They know what very snowy spruce is. They know what very Merry Cranberry. I'm not saying that's coming back because I'm not sure. I didn't even look. But or Christmas Cottage. They know what they smell like. So it's nice to just give them the 10 and then they can take what they like already and add to it. Most of my customers know what they smell like. So I'm looking forward to doing that once the season sales kit hits. Then the Harvest Collection. The Harvest Collection's coming out September 1st also. They have a diffuser haunted house. And the mist actually comes through the chimney. And I think that people who absolutely love decorating for Halloween, they will love that. You can see that the pumpkins are big again this year. And I think it's the September warmer of the month. That's like a 3 stacked pumpkin with like a white one, a green one, and an orange one. That's going to be coming out. And you can see down here in the bottom that they have a new warmer that's just like the one that we had with the lavender. And you have sunflowers in that one. And it's interchangeable as well. Some people might use wheat instead of like lavender. But that's a really good one that if you are subscribed to the warmer of the month, to show live and show all the ways that you can interchange it. For Christmas, you could even do something Christmassy, like, and then put a green light bulb in there. I think that somebody did put a green one in there when we were looking at them, and it looked like it was like a dark green because I think the color of the vase is almost like an orangey color, but I can't, don't quote me. But I remember them doing that. And then you can see there's a spiderweb pumpkin. Coco from Disney is coming out. And there's a ghost one that looks like he's taking a bath and it's like green. Actually, when you put the wax in, they had a green wax in it. So it's kind of like the nightlight that we had last year that everybody liked that sold out really quickly. So do know that I'm trying to let my customers see these warmers, especially my Halloween fall fanatics, because they sell out pretty fast whenever the holiday stuff comes out and the harvest stuff comes out. And you can see that the truck and the pumpkins have come back too.
where's the other one? The one that you had upstairs.
Okay.
Upstairs.
Is the haunted question, is the haunted house diffuser, is that gonna fit on the diffusers we already have?
Yes. It
Okay,
already fits on the ones that we already have.
So
okay.
excited about that one.
Yes. Yeah, that would be wrong for them to make that not fit on there. Yeah.
Making a different size,
Yeah, that would be horrible.
that would be very disappointing.
Yeah. Okay. Then we also have some of these buddies you can see from the Coco collection. What's his name? Michael? No.
Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel. And then we have a Scarecrow, and Scarecrow is absolutely adorable. The hand soaps are really good to have, especially I give those for teachers, for Christmas gifts and for like back to school gifts. They love them, even though school kind of starts in August. I still do it because I'll say, thank you for having, a hand in my child's life, or bless these hands that have to take care of these kids or whatever it is. They love, love, love our hand soap. So they're really good to have. And then of course they'll have the Christmas ones that come out that you could do too. Then they have that crazy one with all the skulls on it that's coming out. There's the one that came out from last year but sold out really quickly. The trick or treat one. The sunflower one's really pretty. They have the washer whisk and the laundry liquid for Harvest Collection in Velvet Moon, and that's a really nice scent. I like the little hanger things, like we had the seashells and then we had the heart from February, and then we got the dice whenever we were actually going there, but it's a little bit different. And then you have the autumn leaf one that is adorable that you can put in your backpacks or wherever. They brought back the flowers, and that one's going to be an apple spice scent. So they have a lot of really cool things coming out for the fall. Okay. Of course, Mickey Mouse is back. And he came back in a pillow like we did last year with the white pillow of the pumpkin. So you can see that they're going to have that, and you can put the scent pack inside of it. And then they brought back the warmer. I didn't remember the little pumpkins on the very bottom of it last year, but I never looked at it. So I sold 2 of them, and I don't think I got one for myself. The villains collection, I have a couple of people who love villains. I mean, love villains. They're not they're not Disney princess people, they're villain people. And everybody's been asking me when the Maleficent is coming out. So she got her own warmer, and then they're bringing back those the rose, not the rose, but the flowers that turn black. They're bringing those back. Then we have the holiday collection. And when we were putting this together, I actually saw some things I didn't see whenever we were at SFR. But they got the cute little mouse for the buddy. They have the tree topper, and I think that one looks a lot like last year's up here on the left-hand side. They brought back the Merry Christmas one that we had that everybody had to have, the retro warmer, and they brought out a mini one to go along with it this year. They have a really cute church that came out that I think is adorable. They have a barbed wire Christmas tree.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah,
I
a
like
lot of
it.
men loved this when we were at SFR. I heard a lot of men talking about the barbed wire Christmas tree. This one looks a lot like an old warmer that we used to carry. I have the blue one that was a lot like it. I think it came out in like 3 different colors way back when, right, Marcy? I don't know if Annette's
I
on here.
know there was a pale or a baby blue
Yeah, I have the
and
baby
the
blue.
red one. Leslie has the red one.
Okay. Yeah, I have the baby blue one. It's one of my favorite warmers at Christmas. Then you can see the pillow resting and the little clip. Now, are you guys selling the pillow rest things?
I've only sold one.
Okay, I've sold 1 mermaid.
Yeah, I sold one mermaid. I didn't sell any of the unicorn, and I bought the Yeti because I thought maybe it would sell, but I still have it.
Yeah,
I
and,
sold-
and I think
sold
the
one
price
unicorn.
point, the price point of it is pretty expensive for that, I think.
I mean, if you buy a neck pillow at the airport, they're about the same price, but I mean, you
Yeah,
can find them
I-
usually for 2 for 50 though too.
true. And we were talking about, we really wish they had just a neutral one that had a scent instead of like a character one.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll listen, I don't know. Okay, and then they have another clip. It looks like a snowball. Then they have some ornaments, and one of them has like the nativity scene on it. And then you can see the Christmas tree over here. And these they had a long time ago. I don't know if they had them whenever you joined, but they are porcelain, and they were dipped, or they had oil. And so a long time ago when I was at Summit, when they were first starting this, they were playing around with putting oils on them. And so we had these kits. Do y'all remember them? You had these kits that came, and they were porcelain, and it had 3 different things that you could put in a home decor, like a bowl. And it came with the oil that you could put on it. And the porcelain is supposed to keep the scent. The problem was it was changing a color because of the oil. It wasn't necessarily the color of the oil.
Tried one. I got one in at Salt Lake City when they had the store. They had those mystery bundles.
Yeah.
I got one of those. I had no idea what it was. I didn't know they'd been made. And mine, I think, is like a leaf with like little acorns or something, maybe.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
And
think I still have it. Actually, I need to dig it out. I've never used it or tried it.
yeah, it was cool. You can put it in a bowl and just put the
So
oil
are
in it.
these pre-scented or will we have to put the oil on?
These are scented, right? I'm pretty sure these are scented because they're like the ornaments that came in the snowflakes a couple years ago. I don't think they had the oil that came with them. I think they're scented.
They were great if you had an artificial tree because you could hang those because they came in the one of the pine fragrances.
Mhm.
Some of them did. They may have had multiple fragrances.
I remember I gave them for my customer gifts at Christmas, but they broke in the mail.
Oh,
Oh,
Be really careful if you do send these out to your customers, put them in a box. I put them in like a padded envelope, but my snowflakes broke in half. So this year, if I do something special for my clubbers or anything, I'm gonna put it in a box and wrap it really tight. They have the cute little teddy bear that came out. They have the poinsettia flowers that came back. They have a mini of the boots, the Santa boots that was a super big hit years ago. And then they have the snowflake came back from last year. They have a cute little jolly and mini, and there was a big one from years ago. And then they have a snowman table fan. And I thought they had a fall table fan. Did I miss that? I don't know.
they have a pumpkin table fan.
Yeah, I didn't see that in the stuff. Did I miss that one? I might have missed that one. Yeah.
I thought they had one last year, but I can't remember.
Yeah, we had a jack-o'-lantern last year, but I want to think that they
And the
had.
jack-o'-lantern's back this year. I remember seeing it
Is it?
somewhere.
Okay. Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
the heart. Maybe it's in the harvest collection.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
looking.
have the flippable thing for harvest collection somewhere.
Okay, maybe it is. Maybe I just missed it. But anyway, they have the gingerbread man that came back also. Then you can see the warmer, the new Christmas tree warmer. They have a really pretty nativity warmer. I think they always need to keep that because a lot of my customers always do they have a nativity warmer? And that one's really pretty, and you could even put a different color bulb in it. And
I
then
bet it's gorgeous with blue.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking blue would be gorgeous. So that's the part of the holiday collection. Then we have Christmas Vacation coming out, and I love, love, love the Moose nightlight. I love it. That was one of my favorite ones because they used to have little mugs that went along with it, and then they have Cousin Eddie's RV that is coming out, and they have the Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story, and Elf warmer 3-in-1, where you can actually turn it, and then you can get the scenes of each movie as you turn it. They'll see each one of those. So they think that's going to be a good one. Then they have the holiday scents of the season, and it's going to be cheery cherry, eggnog, meat at the mistletoe, meant to be merry, and toasted apple butter. And I know meat at the mistletoe, meant to be merry, and toasted apple butter and eggnog we've had before. I think the cherry bar is the new one. Cherry cherry. Then we have the new sugar chalet in 3 bars. And it's gingerbread hugs, whipped frosting, and goody goody gumdrop. And we've had goody goody gumdrop before. And it's available October 21st. So that's gonna be the warmer that everybody's gonna want. Holiday bricks are back and the fun size that they put them in. And it's butterscotch brittle, Christmas tree. Now, if it's the Christmas tree they had like 10 years ago, I'm gonna be so excited because I was so sad whenever that Christmas tree scent went away. Salted caramel cider, warm winter nights, and wrapped in lights. That's gonna be your brick collection that's coming out.
So back to the harvest real quick.
Yep.
It's the jack-o'-lantern fan, but Hocus Pocus is part of that harvest collection.
Okay, I didn't put that in there either.
Yeah, that's coming back.
It's coming back. Oh, that's
There's
gonna
a lot of LTOs in our harvest collection this year.
yeah. This is my favorite one. Harry
Yes.
Potter Unvaulted new sorting hat because it actually talks and it does the sorting and it has a different color light that is underneath it. Whenever it says, Raven's Call, it's going to be blue. So I like this one for any of the Harry Potter fans. I've already like shown a couple people that had to have the book and had to have the castle, and I've already got people wanting this one. I think it might sell out because it is really cool. Everybody's been asking for the sorting hat. This one is going to be a big one too, especially little girls' rooms. I've shown a couple of people that are Disney princess lovers and they like, oh, I gotta have that. I think it's adorable. Um, and it's gonna be your Disney Princess collection and it's gonna come out October 1st. So we have a lot of stuff coming out September 1st and October 1st. There's gonna be a lot of 3 a.m.s for us. The Friends collection is back with the warmer, and they also brought out a stuffed couch that will have the Friends scent pack in it. And if you remember correctly, it smelled like coffee and a really deep coffee. I thought it smelled really good. So that's what that would smell like. Then New Hamish has come out with the weighted heated buddy. You can actually heat the buddy, but you got to take the scent pack out. So make sure you tell your customers whenever they get this buddy, they have to take the scent pack out. They had a lot of fun stories at Summit about heating up that the buddies and how they figured out that you can't put the scent pack in it. Disney scents are coming out, a new collection, and it's Waffle Delight, the fruit and hazelnut Waffle Delight, glazed almond dreams, churro so sweet, Disney Mickey Mouse with cinnamon bun bash, and candy apple delight. It's another collection that you can get, send it out to your customers and get them to add it to their club if they like it. That is going to be a bakery sweet collection, just to let you guys know.
Did they say when that one would release?
I don't think that they told us the date that was going to come out.
I didn't see it on anything.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the thing that has all the dates on it. Cincy Connect, how many of you guys have already downloaded that and are using it? It's pretty amazing. And they said that you're going to eventually be able to add customers in here who actually buy from your stock. So if you're someone that's at an event and you sell a bar there, you can actually put the person's name in the bar that they bought and you will be reminded. It's not in there yet, but it's going to come. And that's going to help a lot of us who do events so that we don't have to come home with the little, what do you call them, the drawing slips and keep up with them that way. We can put them straight into Cincy Connect. And that is something that I'm super excited about for me. So Cincy Connect is there. We're also on Disney Plus now as a commercial. It started on July 22nd. Has anyone seen it yet?
Mm-mm.
I've had a couple of my customers message me and go, oh my gosh, I just saw Stitch and you guys on Disney. And I'm like, yeah, we're on Disney now. They thought it was really cool. And then they said that you're going to be able to find your consultant. So that is why it is so, so important for you guys to have a website. And it is a privilege to be able to become a lead consultant. Because once you're a lead consultant and you're hitting your numbers, you will be able to be found on the Cincy Finder. And they're using it as a privilege. That's just something that you get when you become a lead consultant. I know a lot of people don't like it when they're certified or if they're not that yet, but that's just a privilege. It's just something that they've given us whenever we get to that point. They had 2 new awards that came out, which were really nice, and it was the Circle of Growth. And that's something that we actually, as Superstar directors, can shoot towards. That's not as big a stretch as the Circle of Excellence. So that's when you have 2 SSDs underneath you. And then the Circle of Influence is when you have 4. And then I don't know if you guys know Gabby, but she became our shining star and she's from Mexico and she is the sweetest woman in the world. And she absolutely loves Cincy and just loves helping women and men change their lives.
She the one that spoke at leadership?
Yes.
I think she was, wasn't she? Yeah.
Yes.
She was.
So our incentive trip, if you can see this, from June 13th to the 20th, the Brilliance of the Seas Royal Caribbean Cruise is going to leave Greece and go to Athens, Santorini, Ephesus, Turkey, and 2 days in Istanbul. And it says Turkey, Mykonos, Greece, and return to Athens. That is going to be our trip. And you can see down here at the bottom where it has the different levels that they're going to actually do this year. And you're going to have level 1 will give you registration to SFR, which SFR is going to be in Minneapolis, which I have a slide of that in a second. Level 2 is going to be a trip for 1, but your flight will not be included. So if you already have flight points or airline miles, that could be something that you could definitely use. Level 3 is a trip for 1 with the flight included. Level 4 is a trip for 1, flight included, plus guest with the flight not included. And then level 5 is trip for 2 with both flights included. We will know our point system on August 1st. So I leave on the 3rd. So on August 1st, you're going to see our page light up. I have all these leaders and everybody who have volunteered their time in August to give a challenge every day. And if you guys were in Cincy in August, in 2020, we had active in April, where we were trying to get every single consultant to be active. And I'm actually doing a challenge to where whoever's team out of each level of consultant, whoever's team is the most active will actually get a prize. So do pay attention to the Evanescence group. And if you're in your directors groups, I'm sure they're going to put them in there too. But make sure if you want to be part of the drawings and the prizes that you do in the Evanescence group, but everybody will be posting there for me, and it's going to start August 1st. I am going to put all the trip tracker stuff on there on August 1st. And I'm asking everybody who gets anything in the next, like, all the way up till like August 11th, if you see anything that comes across, to please share it with everyone on our group, because I won't be able to. And I know everybody's super excited about these incentives. The top 50, the top achievers will be going to South America and launch their adventure from the historic Lima, Peru, I think it is. And Machu Picchu, I can't say that word. What is it? Machu Picchu or something?
Machu Picchu.
There you go. Is going to be the tropical mountain there that everybody says is absolutely luxurious and beautiful. So that's going to be the top achievers. And then the season kits, they're going to be available in August. And you can see that each one of these, the home season sales kit has deep roots warmer, the constellation, the golden grain, the sunflower, dandelion, and a diffuser, tabletop diffuser, as you see, the dandelion one. What you can do is you could go ahead and you could share these. And if anybody wants any of those, if you get that sales kit, then you've already sold one of those warmers. Chastity Burgess used to do that, and she used to get the sales kits, and she would give her VIP first dibs on any of these things. Who wants the laundry new season sales kit? She'd sell it. Who wants the new season sales kit with the scents, if she wanted to do it? Because we're only allowed to do one per consultant. So you can see that she would go on her VIP page if she didn't want it herself, and she would say, first person who comments and wants the new season sales kit, comment below. And she would get the money for it. Anybody want the body season sales kit? She'd get the money for it. So automatically in August, she would have all that PRV because she had already pre-sold every one of those kits, because she said she didn't get the kits and make samples out of them. And she didn't get the kits and do shows. So what she would do is she would offer it to her VIPs and she would sell it every single time, which I thought was genius because I'd never thought about doing that before. I always thought, oh, I'll get the kit and eventually I'll sell it. So that's really nice because you can see that's a lot of PRV that you can get right off the bat. So those are the season sale kits. So that is our SFR share that I hope you guys enjoyed that we put together. But I just wanted to go back and tell you guys that August is going to be the beginning of our new incentive. We're going to have 10% off on our products. We will post a discontinued list and the scents that are going away. So it's going to be transition month. You're going to want to make sure that you go through your scents and you pull out what is staying and what is leaving, that you let your customers know, because this is a really, really good time for you to be able to get those monthly clubs going. Because if they want cocoa for coconuts and it's going away, they can actually get it in their monthly club. Whenever we have our transitions, that is whenever I really build my monthly clubs up, because people don't want some of those scents to go away. And then you can also let them know, what's discontinuing with the warmers and things like that. But I do transition parties. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get one in August, but a lot of times I'll have like an open house at the very end of the month, right before September 1st, to where people can smell the new scents and they can also buy what's leaving at a discount. And I'll put in 2 different parties. I'll have my party that goes in August, the end of August, and then I'll have my party that goes in on September 1st. So those are things that have really helped me. You can do them virtually. You can do them in a Facebook party, in a text party, in a boards party. There's all kinds of ways that you can do transition parties. And I tell people all the time, if you got new people that are going to go ahead and jump aboard in August, I have 4 people that are supposed to join in August. And the reason I had them wait until August is because of the fall kit is going to be part of the transition kit. But there were some people that wanted to go ahead and jump in on July, $20 in July, because they loved everything that they were getting. And we also had a party going for them that they could go ahead and get paid on August 10th. But just make sure that you know that everybody gets that extra kit for the transition kit. And I don't think, but we'll know on our end of live tomorrow night what if they'll have any kind of recruiting special or anything like that. They haven't given us any heads up on anything. So
We
it's
know
all,
if it's gonna be the host kit too. Will they get double in the host kit?
and the
Like
host
they,
kit, yeah, you're supposed to
okay,
get it in the $59 reinstatement kit and in the
okay.
host kit, yes. When you flip the party, yes. Um, there's been sometimes though, whenever they've had like a bigger kit and a smaller kit, and then that kit, so I don't know what they're gonna do. They've been talking about all kinds of things where, do you remember when
La-
when 31 used to actually have kits where they'd say if you join, then you got this exclusive thing that only you can get whenever you join? Then and you know how we had the blankets and we had things like that. So I've seen things like that, being tossed around, but I hadn't seen anything confirmed.
So last year the extra warmers did really well. Like the
Yeah,
year before we did, I think in August they had the two. You could get like one at a discount and one for free in your kit, the
yep,
extra warmers. And then last year was like the little witch in
yeah. And
August.
I know that I do really well whenever they have the shooting star kit that you can get free when you hit 500.
Yeah.
A lot of people love that incentive.
Hmm.
But remember that you guys always have a kit that is available to be able to, open up for someone to join for only $59. And then if they host their own kit, then that free credit can take away from the 59 to bring it down even less. So that's really important. But I feel like I don't know what the tracker is going to look like, but I do know that Chuck said it's not going to be any harder than it was last year. And it's and it's gonna what was the other thing he said? Because he's already told us where it is. He was saying something about the tracker, I can't remember. But the fact that they did it where you can buy your own flights, that's pretty cool. Because a lot of people can go in and get those discounted flights if they wanted to. So I think that's
They're gonna
pretty.
offer like if you can't go to the on the thing to do SFR, do they always do that or like take SFR versus the trip?
I think that you've been able to take SFR. That's
I
been
wasn't sure since they were offering registration as the first level if they were gonna offer that this year or not.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess
Because we won't get if we earn level 2, then we don't get registration, right? Because that's what's happened in the past. Like either you get a trip or you can get registration. But if you earn a trip, you don't get registration too. Which I think we busted our butt. We got the trip. We should get registration too.
yeah, well that kind of goes into the suitcase thing too. The people who
Right, right, right.
suitcases and then they gifted them to all the other
Dan
people.
tried to explain that at leadership why they can't do that. It's something about stacking the incentives or something like that. I can't remember how he put it. It did. It made sense when he said it, but I know if I say it, it won't make sense. But there's
Come out
some.
when Orville was talking about it.
Yeah, Orville talked about it, but Dan talked about it a little bit too when he was in his little breakout session in leadership about because people were asking, because I assumed when I first started too that I was like, oh, I get luggage and then I get a trip. That'll be awesome. And then they're like, you don't get the luggage, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, yeah. They and they'll put everything out tomorrow because it's only registration. It's not like the Orlando thing where they actually had really cool drops and everything. So I
But they
think
got
that
the Cincy Air. I'm so jealous.
yeah, right. I know. I can't believe they gave them that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dan did a challenge for us at Summit, and he was like, every SSD who recruits 5 people in May gets the Cincy Air, and that's why he called those people up at leadership. Those 5 people who did it,
Mhm.
and they got the Cincy Air. So those do fun little challenges like that,
That's
for people. But I think it's a pretty cool machine. I think that we can sell it pretty well, especially with it being something that could be used for like the diffuser. You know how you have to use two half offs. So if someone knows they can earn it, I think it's going to give them an incentive to actually do the parties because people are kind of like, okay, well, I don't want a diffuser and I don't really want an air purifier because that's $250. And but this one is actually something that is reachable. And so I think that this will be a really good one. But I can't wait to put very snowy spruce in it. It's going to smell like Christmas so good in my house. I love it. But anyway, so are there any questions, anything you want to add? Because I wanted to just like quickly, if you went to SFR, I just kind of wanted you to give a moment and tell your aha moment and what you're looking forward to coming in the fall. So if you went to SFR, I'll go left and right, and I can't see. And if you're not ready to share it, you don't have to. But Tony, you're the first one I see. Will you share something, a memorable thing from SFR and what you're looking forward to in the fall?
Absolutely. I had, sorry, my birds. I had lots of aha moments. It was amazing. If you guys can go, you need to go because it's life changing. Probably my biggest aha takeaway was when they talked about just doing it at your own level. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop. Just figure out where you are and where you want to be and do it for you. And I don't know, it just was so, it's like I knew that, but I didn't click. I don't know. So that was really good. And that helped me. All the trainings, just every one of our sound bites and everything that we got to attend was so good and so informative. I feel like I am absolutely overwhelmed with information, but I have it all down in videos and pictures and everything so I can go back and restudy it and remember. But it was wonderful and I loved it. I'm most excited about the Scentsy Air because that is way cool. And and Coco and 11 million other things. I have to admit, I'm excited about all of it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. Okay, next person I see is Marcy. You have to unmute yourself, Marcy.
Sorry about that. Probably my biggest aha moment came when Daryl was talking to Phil and I walked over. I didn't realize who he was talking to, because home office never identifies themselves as home office other than their shirts. But went over and I was talking to him and just some of the things he said, and I can't even go into all the details, but we all work our businesses differently. And, we have to decide what's our priority in our life. And just because you're not the top seller, there are people who are the top sellers, but they work their business differently. Their priorities are different. So it really clicked with me. So that was my aha moment. I think I'm probably like everybody else. I'm really excited about the Scentsy Air. I'm anxious to get my hands on one and try it out, because I don't have enough Scentsy in my home. But I have to say this. I'm really, really sad that they're discontinuing the pink and mint or the blush and mint mini fan diffusers
Yeah.
because those were some of my biggest sellers. Girls loved them.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I mean, SFR was different this year. I enjoyed it. I didn't feel so overwhelmed. I still missed a lot of stuff just because timing on my own part. But if you wanted to get to the rooms, they were more available this year than in the past. And one year I went and you couldn't even get in the rooms because people were just crowding in that were not registered for those time slots. But I enjoyed this. It was really, really good.
I just realized the rose gold and the silver are gone too.
Yep. They have the white.
And
Well,
the
the silver's in clearance right now too.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think I might be getting some stuff from clearance. Wow. Or discontinued. I had no idea. I'm glad you.
They'll have it in the white marble and also available in slate.
Yeah.
So I don't guess it'll be available in the black marble either.
No, but you know how they
Yeah.
brought the flamingo in a whiff box? They'll probably do something for a whiff box. I'm guessing they'll probably.
Those were some of my biggest sellers. The men like the black marble,
Yeah.
and the young girls like the pink and the blood, or the blush and the mint. So, okay, moving on.
Okay. All right. Let's see. The next person, Sharon Hunter.
Oh, hey. Um, okay, so I feel the same way, Marcy, about those mini fan diffusers because I sell a lot of them. So I was like, what? Um, okay. First of all, this SFR, I think had to be the best SFR I've ever been to. I mean, it was so well organized. There was so much room. I was just like, I got to see everything, no lines, not really, not like there always was where you're waiting forever. Got to take pictures with stuff, never got to do that. But my biggest is when I got to get up there with Orville and Heidi and get to meet them personally. I was I told Shannon before I went up there, I said, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. And Shannon was like, when I went up there and I got off, she said, well, for someone that didn't know what to say, you were really talking.
Her
What
hands
were
were
you
just
saying?
going.
And I said, I don't even remember what I was saying. That was funny. But I think the thing that really touched me was Heidi's speech, her keynote speech, talking about the daisies and the center of the daisies, all those little florets was kind of like our Scentsy family. And then how she said, when you are in such a dark place, when you're in your darkest days, um, just turn to the Scentsy sunshine. And I have been there, and that's what I've done. Um, and that's what I do. I turn to all you guys, which is the Scentsy sunshine, and it's helped me through my darkest days. So that really touched me. So and I had so many aha moments. Oh, another thing is I got to present. That was the first time. Y'all, when I tell you I was so nervous, I got there like a few minutes late, not even 5 minutes, but I was so nervous I had to go to the bathroom before I even got there because I was like, how am I going to do this? Breathe, Sharon, breathe. I didn't know what I was what to expect. And I was sweating. Well, when I got in there, it was the best experience I ever had. And I will never, ever say no or try to miss anything like that ever again. I felt so good. It was very rewarding. I had people listening to me, I was holding their attention. And and I spoke on systems. So that's my jam. I have systems all set up, and that's what I like to talk on, and how important it is to have systems in your business. So, um, yeah, I guess I had a lot of aha moments, but those things were really hit with me. So,
I love it. That's great.
yeah.
Okay, Casey.
Yeah, I agree with everybody. It was so much, I don't want to say laid back, but you felt more laid back because it was in a bigger open space and we weren't elbow to elbow fighting to try to get in and stuff like it was last year. I mean, Charlotte was great because I had my first teammates with me, so that was great. But this year I had more teammates with me and we like could take our time and go through everything and, get to do more things and have more time, and the museum was amazing. I thought the museum was fantastic. I loved all of that reading. I wish I took pictures and most of the stuff. I want to go back and read everything, but there was so much to read. That was really cool. Um, I was like Sharon meeting Orville and Heidi. I was like right behind her, and she was just nervous, and so was I. And I was talking to the bodyguard that was standing there, and I was like, Sharon went up in front of me, and she's talking to him, and I was like, he's like, "Are you nervous too?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "It's okay. They don't bite hard the first time." I was like, okay. And then, but just getting to meet them, and because I've never even got to meet them before since I just started during COVID presenting. That was amazing. I was like Sharon, I was as nervous as could be going into it, but when you seen that it was like at the expo, now I didn't do a sound bite. I don't want to get up on stage and everything, but the expo itself was my jam. I was like Sharon, I was doing conversation starters, so we all know I like to talk, so that was really up my alley, and we had the great time because I had Faith Pocky, is that her last name? Was there. I got to meet her, and then not the girl from Mexico, the other one, Britta, is that her
Britta,
name?
Britta.
Britta was there, and so like the ones that were all from, because they had, I guess they had them there in case they needed translators when they were coming through. So it was really neat to get to talk to them and meet those people. But there was a lot of aha moments and having more of my team there, and seeing them. And since we've gotten back, I've had two brand new girls that have recruited their first teammates, and so it's just like seeing them grow is really like just, this is what it's all about. It's like being able to see them grow and progress, and that was fantastic. I loved all the keynote speakers, getting to hear Orville and Heidi finally speak, and um, Diane Nyad was amazing. And if you haven't got a chance to watch the movie, watch the movie. I cried all Sunday by myself. I sat watched it by myself and cried the whole time. And then um, my favorite product is probably, I'm looking forward to the Scentsy Go or Scentsy Air, and the haunted house diffuser. I'm a big Halloween nut. I like the Halloween and the pumpkins. So the spider web pumpkin and the Halloween thing is right. But it was fantastic, and I can't wait to go next year with even more team members, hopefully.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, Shannon.
Okay, so my favorite part of the whole thing was listening to Diane Nyad. Like that was amazing. I think that's the best speaker, like my favorite speaker that I've seen that they have gotten at SFR so far. And then of course I came home. We just watched the movie a couple days ago. It was great too. But like watching the movie and then listening to her story and stuff, it just kind of like all tied together. It was amazing. The expo. So I had to do the expo twice because I did the expo the first time and they had the story layout where you choose your story and all that. I got confused. Like the whole story thing, it confused me and it kept taking me, it only took me to like 2 or 3 rooms and it would keep trying to take me back to the one that I was already at. And so I stopped the whole story thing. And then the next day I went back and I actually talked with home office about the Connect. And I think I might have forgot to message you. I meant to message you, Casey, and tell you. So me and Casey were testing the theory. So I emailed some customers and then I went to email my sent email to make sure that my link was working. Well, the link doesn't work in the sent email. Like if you go back to like verify that everything's working, but it does work if you send it because I sent them like a email from my Connect and they could open it. So it was nice talking to home. I like when I go to Expo and I interact with home office because you see their side of things, and especially if it's techie stuff, then they can help you work through it. So that was really nice talking to the couple guys that were in the middle of doing the Connect app and making sure all that worked. I love how the Connect app gives you ideas on new items that are coming and who to promote it to. So that's great. So I'm hoping they're gonna expand on that more too. And I think my favorite product that I'm most excited about is that Scentsy Go with the batteries. Because I have been wanting something for batteries to take to events, especially when there's like gnats or flies or whatever. I can put some coconut lemongrass. I am so excited to use the Scentsy Go at events. because then I ain't gotta worry about plugging it up. So that's what I'm most excited about, far as something simple. I'm not.
That's awesome. Who else was there? Autumn? Is Autumn on here? I can see her, but I don't know if she can.
Hey, Autumn is on here. Her internet is not working
Okay.
properly. However, she's messaging me.
Okay.
She said, I'll share with you like this. I definitely had a lot of aha moments, but really mine was that to not compare what I do with my business to what others do with theirs, to do what I can do with what I have the means to do. It was also very surreal to walk for my 5 years. I was so proud of her. I was very nervous, but it was rewarding that I did the scary thing and I got to meet Heidi and Orville backstage. And now I have this drive to do it again for annual sales and or mentor.
Oh, I love it. That's
She's
great.
on fire. She has already messaged me and asked me what I was doing. She's holding me accountable.
That's good. That's really good. Now, I know we had a virtual watcher. So Monica, why don't you tell us like how it was watching it virtually.
So virtual was really nice. I have been to an SFR, but that was my very first year doing Cincy in 2017. That was a long time ago, but that was such a memorable SFR. Like Shannon winning Shining Star that year. That was insane. Insane. But I remember the feelings. Like even if you haven't been, you need to go, whether it's virtual, it's not the same, but it is, the excitement is still there, even though the atmosphere is different. The excitement is still there. Um, I just remember my biggest takeaway was in the breakouts. Well, I don't know if that's what they were called, but the breakout sessions that I got to watch, I was watching at work. And there was really going, I had it written down. I didn't know I was talking, so I didn't grab any of my notes that I took. But there was some really good breakouts, and I have the re-records that I would like to actually sit down and like go through more in detail. But there were some good trainings and everyone was real excited. My favorite product that I've seen is the National Lampoon's me and my dad were just so tickled. We were so excited. He said, "Well, I'm gonna need 2 of those." Like that's our favorite. That's like the whole family. Like it's our favorite Christmas movie ever. So like we were all super excited. Um, that's that's pretty much my big takeaways. It makes you like I just kept saying, man, I wish I was there. Like I wish I was in person. Like because I don't know if y'all know this. I scheduled a room. I had a room booked. I was going in person. And I got into nursing school. I was on the wait list and they called me and then I had to cancel my trip so I could pay for tuition.
Oh.
So I still kept my like ticket with the giveaway and virtuals, but I just got the money back from the hotel. But I just kept saying, I wish I was in person. I wish I was in person because I know what I was missing in the atmosphere and everything. And seeing the directors walk, like that's is bittersweet because I hit director in 2020 and I didn't actually get to walk. It was the virtual, so I didn't get to walk. So I was like, I really want to re-hit director so I can walk on stage. Cause I also missed my 5 year too. I wasn't able to walk for that one either. But my plan is to really gun for director again this year so I can walk the stage. They may not even be next year because I'll still be in nursing school. So it might have to be the year after once I graduate.
Well, that's awesome. That's good.
Yeah.
And Kimberly, I think you were virtual too, right? Let's see if we'll unmute you.
Hey, yeah, so my big takeaway from I had loved listening to everything and I really had the biggest fear of missing out. That was the biggest thing I took away is I wanted to be there in person because it looked so exciting and everybody was pumped up the entire time and I just feel like I missed so much even though I got to do the virtual day, hours of it. I felt like I still missed so much. And I enjoyed listening to all of the speakers, and it was exciting to see everybody get recognized. I think that was a big thing too, is the recognition that people get. It's not just, individual, but it's as a group, the directors or the superstars. And so it's really nice. This company to me is amazing. And I wish I had gotten in it much sooner, but now that I'm not working, I can really devote so much time to it. So I'm glad I'm in it now.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thanks.
So is there anyone else that watched it that I'm missing? And I think I got everybody.
I think Amy Carroll, she did virtual too.
Okay. Oh, there she is. I see her. Okay. Amy, would you like to share your virtual experience? I think she's having to unmute. I can't. She has to hit unmute. Hit unmute on your side. I don't know. Can you hear us, Amy?
She might be helping her mom.
Okay. Well, we'll give her a second. Well, I put this together. I hope that you like it. I can put the PDF, the presentation, on the page if you guys want it to share. And then we'll have this. It's already on YouTube. So if you go into our into Heaven Essence, you're gonna see the YouTube there because I
This is
did
on YouTube, the whole thing?
this, what we're doing right now.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, good. 'Cause I missed like the good first hour of it.
Oh, that's okay. Are you talking about Cincy's reunion? Or this?
Like this whole Zoom, I missed like the.
Oh, yeah. It's already on there. If you go to the group, you'll see where the YouTube is and you can go in there and watch it again because it's gonna
Okay.
be there.
We can share that on our group pages too.
Yes.
Mhm.
It should be able to do that. And it's also recording here. So we got it in 2 places and I'll put it in both places.
Okay.
But I think that this is this was probably the best reunion ever. I mean, really, it truly was.
I hate I missed it. God, I hate I missed it.
Yeah. I mean, 17 was great when I got Shining Star, but the
Yeah.
way they had everything lined up and the way
It
that
looked
they had
it
the
looked really
room and
good.
the spacing and how we could all really enjoy ourselves and not feel so rushed and everything. I mean, it was just perfect. You could take pictures of things. They had so many little tables set up with the same stuff over and over, so you didn't have these really long lines. I just thought it was awesome. I think that they picked an excellent place to have it. And I hope we do get to go there again too. And I hope that Minneapolis is just as easy to be able to do this with. But and Minneapolis is going to be where we are in
Is
20.
everyone planning to go to Minneapolis?
Yes. I've
Yeah.
already
My
got
husband, my husband booked our room before we left that night.
Oh wow.
As soon as I called him, he waits and at the hotel or whatever, and he's like, "Where are we going? What do I gotta sell? And where is the next SFR?" So
Oh, you got to hear what Daryl did. Marcy, tell him about Daryl. This is hilarious.
What do you do?
He's got us booked too.
yeah,
We were at the restaurant trying to eat, and Shannon is sitting there booking, got hers booked. She's giving the link to me. Daryl's on his phone trying to um, get one booked. He calls somebody. Well, in the meantime, I find another number and call somebody, give him the phone. He books the room, and there's like a $24 cancellation fee, but you can cancel up to 24 hours prior to the event. So we get that booked. Well, he's looking at Shannon's deal, and the room becomes available. So he calls them. Well, you don't have to, you can cancel that one 24 hours in advance as well. And that's one that he really wanted to book through because it was a whole lot cheaper, like $600 or $800 cheaper. So he gets on the phone and he cancels our other room and loses that $24 almost immediately. But he saved like $600. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm going or
that
not.
makes it worth it then. That makes it worth it then.
And
Yeah.
I hit the wrong button. I hit the one that paid for the whole room. So I didn't
Oh,
hit the 24-hour cancel. So I've paid for my room. It came through on my credit card. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm going. So, and I was telling my husband, I'm like, I can't believe it. I can't cancel it. And he's like, well, why would you cancel it? Aren't you going? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, next year when it rolls around, you're gonna be happy you paid for it already. And I'm
Right.
like, yeah, I
That's
guess.
very true. That's very true.
So,
Anyway, Daryl has started flying. Yeah, this man would not fly prior
So he
to,
would never really go nowhere, would he?
I'm going to cry. He had a heart attack and a widowmaker heart attack in 2019. And I know this isn't the place, but after that, after his heart attack, he wanted to fly to Louisiana and I wouldn't book the tickets and he kept bugging me. So we finally booked the tickets. And anyway, now he's flying everywhere. And anytime a trip becomes available, he's on it. We're getting ready to leave to go to Alaska in 3 weeks on a
Ooh.
cruise that he never would
Awesome.
have done before. And we have to fly to Vancouver.
that's
That's
awesome.
It's gonna be
awesome. That's
fun. You're
amazing.
gonna have a blast.
That's an
I've
awesome
asked him,
cruise.
I've asked him what gold mine he has struck, but anyway,
I love
so,
it.
but yeah, he's booked our room already.
That's awesome.
That's
Funny.
Well, I'll let you guys off. I do want to let you know that we are going, and Casey, you're gonna have to get the dates for me. We're gonna have a project broadcast training, and we're
That's the 13th is what I
Yes.
got. Or
okay.
no, that's Michelle. Project
That's-
Broadcast is Michelle. I got Emily to do boards on the 13th, and I think Michelle's doing the next Tuesday after that, the 20th.
Yeah. So we're gonna have the project broadcast training and the boards training coming up.
What days?
The 13th is the boards training, and the 20th is the Project Broadcast.
So you guys, right now,
Are the whiteboards?
it's board.
It's just called boards. It's kind of like a filing cabinet for pictures, text, everything that you can use right from your phone in your keyboard. So it's really nice to have it like there. Each like little filing cabinet's called a board, and so you can put like all your thank yous in
I
there.
heard of this.
We need to add
They had
Monica.
it at they started it at Salt Lake City because when we went into one of those breakout sessions, they had the QR code to download it, and I downloaded it and didn't use it for a long time until like the year before I started really using it.
So Project Broadcast is on 8/20 and the boards is on 8/13.
Yes.
Okay.
I need project broadcast, but I don't think I'll be able to join that one because we'll be in transit.
Mm,
We're gonna record it.
yeah, I was gonna say.
It'll be okay. It'll be
Not necessary.
But anyway, well, I will leave at least Saturday and I'll be back on the 11th. So you guys won't see anything from me, but I'm relying on everybody to take care of the page, to please post anything that helps your business and keep cheering people on.
Do you have a full list of all the August posts, or do we need to have more people sign up?
Did it not fill up yet?
I wasn't sure. I know it wasn't really full. I didn't add more for myself. I was waiting to see, and I would
Okay.
take ones that people didn't take, but
What is it?
And I can take a couple days too. If you let me know, just tell me what days you need me to cover and I can cover those days. No problem.
Okay, Monica, we need to add you to the chat.
Okay. I was like, I have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go to the chat. I'll look and see where we are. I'll post it on there and then you guys grab the days.
is it in the leadership lounge?
It is in the leadership lounge. And the thing is, I know I'm going to be back, but that week after I'm back, they say just not like throw yourself right into something. Because Steve was going to take me to a concert on the 12th, and I'm like, I'm not going to a concert
Wait,
on the
where you
12th
going?
after I came back from a mission trip.
Oh,
You're going to have to
trip. That's
decompress,
right.
Shannon,
Yeah.
because you're going to have such emotional highs and lows. I mean, when you see what life is like over there, it's going to bring you down. But then whenever you see their smiles on their faces, whenever y'all are helping them, and so you'll need to decompress.
Where are you going again?
Belize.
Belize. Wow.
They said, you're going to eat things you never ate. You're going to hear things you never heard. You're going to see things you never seen. And you're going to use bathrooms in places you never use bathrooms. And I'm like, that sounds fun.
That sounds fun.
But
Monica, is your last name Johnson?
yes.
I'll add her to the leadership lounge.
Okay. And then you'll see what we're talking about. So, all right. Well, you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for being on here. I'll put the presentation on there in the recording so you guys have it for your teams.
Tell them bye.
And
Bye.
Bye,
I'll
Tony.
see ya. I'll see ya
Thank you.
after I get
Bye.
back. Bye.